Hello, today we are going to show fluid pressure, and let's start with the first one, which is fluid pressure depends on height of the fluid column. So here we have a bottle and we have made 5 holes in that. Let's first fill it with water and see what will happen. Now I fill this bottle with water, and now let's release this tape and see what will happen. Here we have observed that that the water that is flowing through the hole are flowing at different height, because the fluid pressure is directly proportional to the height of the fluid column. Now let's start our second activity, which is fluid pressure at a particular height is same in all directions. So first let us fill this bottle with water. Now we have filled the bottle with water, and let's release the tape and see what will happen. This activity shows that fluid pressure at a particular height is same in all directions, and in conclusion it is true. Now let's start up with our third activity, which is fluid exerts pressure on the wall and bottom of the container in which it is kept. In this case we have a bottle. So let's fill this bottle with water. Now we can see that the fluid which exerts pressure on the walls and bottom of the container is exerting pressure at the bottom and the walls of the container, and in conclusion it is true. Now let's start with our fourth activity, which is fluid pressure gets distributed equally in all directions in a closed vessel. So in this case, the pressure, if we put water inside it, the pressure will be exerted in the nails. So let's try it. Now I fill this plastic cup with water, and now the pressure is exerted in the nails, and if I push this, so push this nail, so the pressure will be exerted in these 3 nails, and vice versa, and in conclusion it is true. Now we will do our final activity, which is activity number 5, and the name of the activity is fluid pressure depends on the density of the fluid. So here we have taken a model that will show about how the fluids are denser than each other. So we have taken three liquids, which are water, oil, and soap. And as we know that water is less denser than oil and oil is less denser than soap. So let's start with our first fluid, which is water. Now let's fill this water in here. Now we have taken water that is inside this balloon, and as it is showing that it is denser, but it is not that denser than oil. Now let's test this with oil. Now we have taken oil and which we have put in the balloon, and the results are showing that oil is denser than water, but not that denser than soap. As we can see, it is fully not fully filled, but it is dense denser. Now let's fill it with soap and see what will the result be. And now we have filled this balloon with soap, and it is showing that soap is denser than oil and water. So this activity proves that fluid pressure also depends upon the density of the fluids and which type of fluid which we use. So let's end this activity here. Thank you.